They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. They're eating the cats. They're eating the dogs. Eat the cat. 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 They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Eat the cat. Eat the cat. Eat the cat.
And ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
People on television.
Let me just say here, this is
the people on television said my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from
but
television.
The people on
taking it from
television
the city
said
manager.
the dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President Harris, I'll let you respond to the rest of what you've heard.
You talk about extreme.
What's up?
That's why Trump was serving McDonald's yesterday. He's just trying to give the people viable options outside of eating the dogs and eating the cats.
Just don't look too hard into what McDonald's meat's made out of. I'm not saying it's dogs and cats. I'm saying think smaller. Think more legs. Yeah. More.
Okay, let's you believe this? This guy. He's a mega guy.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, that's a good-looking group. Hello, everybody.
She was really trying to tell Trump how to do this the right way.
What a good-looking family.
You're like, I'm gonna hand them the bag and tell them how good looking they are.
How are you? Nice to see you. That's great. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. There'll be no charge. Trump is paying for it. Is that okay? Oh, you're doing some extra stuff.
I love how he refers to himself in the third person all the time.
I'm allowed to do that, right?
Branding.
It's everything you said it would be.
I'm allowed to do that, right? He's like, yeah, you do whatever the fuck you want. You're running things.
Thank you.
Where the?
Thank you.
Sorry, guys.
Have a good time. That's great, isn't it? How cute is it?
Car.
Okay, next car?
Yeah, they get both things.
You like them both at the same time?
Yes, that
is. Hello, how are you? Good looking guy.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will.
You think they had Secret Service vetting everybody driving through?
Yes, there's some retard liberal, like uber liberal accounts are like, this was a staged event. They cleared out the store, and he was like, all of the people that were picked to come through were handpicked. Like, no shit. You psycho motherfuckers have tried to kill him 3 times. Like, yeah, the whole thing is going to be, like, very well handled. What the fuck did you think? They're just going to let, like, random-ass folks drive up to the drive-in at McDonald's that he's working at? Like,
yeah.
Like, yeah, no shit, Sherlock. They were all very well vetted.
Depending on what neighborhood the McDonald's is in, that would have made it a lot more entertaining if they were just regular people coming through, you know?
Yeah, I'd love to see him do that through, like, Detroit. That'd have been fun.
Yeah, somewhere. I mean, just a McDonald's in the hood is just, I mean, it's just.
You get Shaniqua's order wrong, man. She's going to come and beat your ass.
Yeah, man. And it's, oh, man, you'd be like, I'm sorry, miss. I don't understand what you're saying. What is this? This is grammar I've never heard before. Oh,
yeah.
Shit. Speaking of which, sorry, I was getting through a intersection there that had a person, traffic director. It was like, there was like detours. It was insane. He was doing a great job. He's out there working it.
Nice.
That's a weird, confusing thing I was getting through there. Sorry. But I'm in Miami. I'm leaving now. I was here for the weekend working. And, you know, it's not my favorite place. South Florida isn't my favorite place, but like Miami's interesting. And this morning I was getting some breakfast before I got on here. I was in IHOP, and the only other white people in the whole place were speaking Spanish to each other. So like, you know, it's like, you know, that kind of place.
Yeah.
Obviously, or at least I thought obviously, but then yesterday in our chat, Clyde was like shocked that it wasn't all Jewish people in Miami. He's like, I thought Miami was Jewish. And I was just like, oh my God. I was laughing about it to myself this morning. Like, what a different experience this would be if it was like, I'm wondering what he pictures Miami is, you know?
He might be thinking Miami in like the 1950s.
Like, I mean, okay, so it's true that like Miami, like we'll call it Little New York, because like a lot of people move down from New York to the South Florida area. So I'm sure that there are neighborhoods that's what it is. You know what I mean? I'm sure those neighborhoods have gates and stuff. Or they're in a different part of the city that I don't work in because I tend to work in industrial areas. I was staying by the airport, so but yeah, dude, it's everybody's black and Cuban or black Cuban. Like you'll see a lot of dudes like the cook at IHOP, black guy. I mean, just look totally like a black guy, but then you sort of catch a look at his hair, and it's not black guy hair; it's Cuban hair. I like Cuban people though. For the most part, they get shit done.
Yeah, Cuban's good. Haitians not so much, maybe.
Cuban is good. Cubans have good food, man.
Yeah, I really like Cuban food. Of course, growing up in like Tampa and Florida, there's been a lot of Cubanists. I used to sell vacuum cleaners when I was like 17, 18, like door to door, TriStars, little piggies. And,
no way.
Yeah, and there were plenty of times I would get in a house and it would be a Cuban family, and most of the time they would not let me leave until I ate dinner with them. They might not buy a vacuum, but they would make me stay and eat dinner. Great food, cool people.
Dude, I think I need a new job going house to house to Cubans.
I mean, even if you don't get the sale, at least you got a meal out of it. So that's the whole reason we have our jobs anyway, is so we can feed ourselves. And our family.
Chicken and ribs and yellow rice, dude. Oh fuck.
Yeah, you getting hooked up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, we're gonna be down in Florida in November. I think I want to try to find a couple Cuban restaurants while we're down there.
Yeah, they got to be around.
I remember when we first moved to Mississippi. No, not Mississippi. Arkansas. No, it was Mississippi. Yeah, there was a Greek restaurant in town, and like the dude was super specific. Like you call in your order, because both the kids were little then. Like Katie was newborn.
The salad Nazi.
So like Katie's newborn and Sean's like not even 2, and so we'd like call in food and I'd go pick it up. But this dude was like precise. Like you would put in your order and he would sit there and think about it for a second, and then he'd be like 12 minutes. I'm like 12 minutes, like not 10, not 15, no 12 minutes. And if you showed up at the 12-minute mark, he's finishing it up, putting it in the bag, and handing it to you. Like that dude was he was on top of it.
That's great, because like the worst thing ever is when you order a pizza and you're like, hey, I'm gonna pick that up at 6 o'clock, and you get there at like 5:50 and it's sitting on the thing. Like it's like, dude, 6 o'clock doesn't mean you have it ready 10-20 minutes early, so it's cold and nasty, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point.
Oh, Dag, lost you.
Right, I want it fresh and hot when I pull in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like my wife was complaining because she says the older I get, the grumpier I get. I'm like, I earned this. I earned to be this grumpy at this age. So she's like, quit complaining about it.
It's true. It does happen, man. It's the natural order of things.
It is. Like, I've earned this grumpiness, man.
Put up with years of bullshit to get this grumpy.
Yes, damn it. Now I understand Red Foreman now more than ever.
Yep. Yeah, Red Foreman and Hank Hill. The two of them have really been.
Yes.
I've really been feeling them a lot more the older I get, for sure.
Yeah.
I used to describe my dad as a mixture of the two of those men when I was younger. And like I said, now I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, I get it.
Yep. Yeah, I know. I used to tease my wife that her dad's Hank Hill. And I'm like, oh, shit, I'm becoming Hank Hill.
Stephanie's dad is literally Hank Hill. He's the manager of the propane company. He drives He drives the truck. He even like is built like and looks like Hank Hill. Like he's got the glasses and everything. Like your dad is literally Hank Hill.
That's funny. So what else happened this weekend other than Trump? serving McDonald's.
I
I was out of it. I had 2 weddings to photograph and a senior session and a family session. Busy
Any
weekend.
good wedding stories? I mean, something funny must have happened at the wedding.
Oh, I'll tell you privately.
Oh, okay. Wow, that good, huh?
Well, it just, yeah. I don't want to hurt my business later, so I'll tell you privately.
Oh, yeah, I guess people do know who you are. You know, I can tell anonymous stories about things at my work, but yeah, I guess you can't do that, huh?
Yeah.
Or you can just do it like I do and don't do anything anonymous and get suspended.
Yeah. Or not get promotions.
Oh, yeah. Damn, I wish I had this pulled up. Apparently, Arnold Palmer had a massive dong.
Oh, dear God.
He was a golfer?
Yeah. Famous. He's famous for the mixing
iced tea and lemonade.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm familiar with that part.
That is the best thing he's done so far. That's most interesting.
Be a good name for somebody who got busted, like, groping women or something. His name was Arnold Palmer. That they're palming the ladies. His actual name, like Bookman. His name is Bookman.
Oh fuck, where is it? Apparently, yeah. Trump said like Arnold Palmer had a massive club. There it is. All right. Sorry, it took me a second. See, this is one of those things that like it was funny, but I didn't think it was like we're gonna pull it up on the show. But we may as well.
All man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women, but this guy, this is a guy that was all man.
See, now your search history is going to be screwed.
And I refuse to say it, but when
clubbed,
he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there. They said, "Oh my God."
The way he said
that's unbelievable. I had to say it. We have women that are highly sophisticated here, but they used to look at Arnold as a man, but he was really something special. Arnold was something special. So I just want to tell you, you're very lucky, the people that live in Detroit, and it's an honor for me to be here because of him. And he was actually he was a great man, and I don't think there would be golf to the extent that you have it today. It probably wouldn't be that way without the great Arnold Palmer. So enjoy it, everybody. Enjoy it. And I had to tell you the shower part of it because it's true. What can I tell? We want to be honest. We want to be upfront. It's true.
God. Oh, he talks like a 4-year-old sometimes.
It's fun.
Oh, so much fun.
See, we'll never get this again. Like after this, they're all going to be boring. The politicians from here on are just going to be bland and dull,
or they'll be retarded like Harris.
Or they'll be like this chick.
I want to start off by addressing one of the comments that was made by the witnesses around climate hysterics. Hysteria, it refers to something that is wildly emotional. It comes from the Greek word womb, of the womb. It is used in ancient Greek to refer to things associated with women. And I hope you'll forgive me if I get emotional. Climate emergencies are not gender neutral. The degradation of ecosystems.
She's proving the point right
here. And I am wildly emotional.
We know.
This is the existential crisis of our time. And to hear that we're asking for high ambition is climate hysteria, that makes me wildly emotional. Absolutely.
Lady, we could tell you were emotionally. Lady, we could tell you were emotionally unstable just by the lack of grooming of your hair. Like, why do they always look like they haven't brushed their hair in a week?
Yeah.
They got more important things to do than look pretty for you,
Think about my
Justin.
womb. You know, the 2 children
They
that
really
I
don't.
bore from that womb.
I
And what
bore.
future we are leaving them. I am wildly emotional. And it's
So-
not surprising to hear this from
Yes.
someone who has written articles that are pro-life. I think that we need to think about the intersection of gender and the climate crisis. And I hope that the people around this table and the people listening will refrain from using language like climate hysteria. We are facing a climate emergency.
Her hands are shaking like she's a train wreck.
How many SSRIs do you think she's on?
Not enough.
Yep, not enough.
I don't usually promote it, but she might need them.
Yeah.
Maybe overcome the amount she's already on. I don't know.
Dear God.
Whatever the amount is,
Like-
it's not exactly right.
Like, so you go into a speech about climate hysteria and you start shaking
And getting hysterical.
and getting hysterical, proving the point that it's climate hysteria.
And
Well,
also,
look,
that it is a gendered issue.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing too. If she would have gone in and just been like, "You're goddamn right, I'm hysterical," okay. But when you start off by saying it's so stupid and sexist, and this is why using the term hysterical is bad, and then you go on to describe it, it's like, what was all that then? She could have taken what they said and used it to sound like, you know what I mean? Like, that would have been a better sale, right? Like, to be like, "You're goddamn right, I'm hysterical," and like sort of owned the term instead of going on with it. Yes, we all know where hysteria and hysterical and hysterectomy and hystera comes from. You know what I mean? Thanks for the history lesson, bitch. We get it. That's language. Like, I'm sorry. Words come from other words.
Yeah.
You gotta own that shit. Anyhow, look up Dr. Cotton while we're here. We want to talk about hysteria and hysterectomies.
Maybe she doesn't actually need more meds or whatever. She looked kind of thin and pasty. I assume she could probably afford to get out and work out a little bit more, which would probably be more effective than getting more meds. Is exercise more effective than medication for depression and anxiety? And
I bet you the next article is going to be exercise as a white power thing.
yes, exercise is a gateway to white supremacy. But
Yes, that's
on
what
the
it was.
way, it's also better for your mental health. Are they suggesting that all the fitness
What the fuck
nuts,
is this?
And
Go,
also, exercise causes cancer.
go.
fitness nuts who are white supremacists are also very
Go, bitch.
mentally healthy? So, Dag,
Okay, or fucking don't.
are you dying?
Dag's having
Sorry,
road rage.
sorry.
Dag's playing Justin's character today on the show.
Oh my Christ Almighty, guys!
Did you run somebody
Turn
over?
on my camera for a second. Yeah, this is. Maybe I got this bitch back here, like trying to merge in. I literally rolled down my window. I'm like, "Fucking go!" She wouldn't move. God damn it.
See, this is why I carry a gun. If you wave the gun at them, they move. They may not move where you want them, but they'll move.
Much. I mean, in fairness, she's not in my way. I was just trying to let her in because she's just sort of on the
Oh
shoulder.
no! You can't drive being nice. Like your job is to get home, and if that requires putting these motherfuckers into the median, then you do what you got.
That requires putting some poor old lady into the concrete barrier. You do it, goddammit.
Fuck that bitch.
Hey, that's her problem, man, not
She
yours.
should have been. Yeah, she should have been quicker on the gas pedal. I don't know what
Yep.
else to tell you.
Yeah, she shouldn't be driving in fucking Miami in rush hour. That's my problem. I thought I was being smart by avoiding the highways
Yeah, why didn't you leave earlier?
because I wanted to time it so that I could eat breakfast and then record the show with you guys.
There you go.
And I didn't feel like sitting in my hotel room for an hour and recording the show, which I almost did. And I was like, that's gay. I'm just going to go home and talk on the car. But the benefit of this happening is that I was concerned if traffic wasn't bad enough, then I was going to hit Okeechobee before the show was over and I'd probably lose cell reception.
Okay.
So
Good job.
This
Thank
timing
you.
might work out
Thank
pretty
you for
perfect.
sacrificing for the show. We appreciate it.
Yep.
It all worked
And
out.
all of
might
our
get some good
fan
content.
does too.
Yeah.
Hey, we
So I
got
shouldn't let this dump truck in. Fuck you, Mack truck. Thanks, Justin. You're making me a better person already.
A friend was talking about how, you know, like where traffic like comes down to one lane, that, you know, we think that everybody should just get in the lane that's going to be open and, like, you know, get out of the lane that's closing because you had plenty of forewarning. But they say that the proper way to do it is everybody stays in their lanes, and then as you come to the merge point, then you zipper. So it's a car and then a car and then a car, and, you know, you take turns. I'm like, yeah, except that only works in like a high trust society, and the only thing that I trust any of these other motherfuckers on the road to do is try to fucking kill me. So I have this opportunity the other day. It's 2 left-hand turn lanes onto a ramp, and it's a 1-lane ramp. So we all take off, and the guy at the front goes first. The one on the outside falls in second. Next one falls in. Next one falls in, and then it's my turn, and there's another guy. So I come up, and the other guy comes racing up and tries to get around me. So I tried to put him into the concrete barrier. Fuck you, motherfucker. It's my turn. This is why this shit doesn't fucking work, because you got assholes like that, and then you have assholes like me that try to kill that asshole.
Mm-hmm.
See?
And I mean, look, I agree with like what
At
they
least
like
you know
said,
your
but
role.
It's also, you can do some preemptive zippering. You know what I mean? Get in where you fit in ahead of time. You know, there's nothing wrong with, oh, hey, there's going to be a lane, or like, oh, shit, I see way ahead somebody's trying to make a right onto the road. So I'm going to get you know, more left into the lane so that they can turn out freely.
But
you know,
Dag,
you can look
this
way
is
ahead.
An economics lesson, Dag. So this is, people say
God damn it,
zippering.
Drake.
Zippering is the most efficient method, because if you know, those people are being aggressive and pushing up all the way up to the end of the lane and then diving in, technically they're saving like those spots until that point. And so the way that traffic adjusts during that time period is the most efficient way to get in there. But yes, it is the most dickhead move. Yes,
so they're leaving space for the slow elderly people to get in. So they're actually filling a niche, is what you're saying. They're filling in those tight at the end spaces.
Yes.
But the pro benefit of that is that the little old ladies like me, we have plenty of time, half a mile before the merge, to go ahead and get in comfortably, and then, you know, turn our audio book back on and get back to non-hectic life.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
And see, then I try to help them fill those gaps in the median where they should crack and die.
where they should be like pushing in there.
Yep.
Justin keeps the companies who make the concrete barricades in business by
That's right.
sending a couple douchebags home to them.
They got to put a new one out. So here we go.
Yeah, gives everybody work. It's
broken
it's
windows
helpful to the economy.
So that's always my favorite joke whenever there's a hurricane. It's like, oh yeah, we are going to be prosperous right after this hurricane, buddy. It's going to make us all rich.
But Dag, here's not picking on you, but you know,
yeah,
if you are an anarchist, you shouldn't care if they come in at the last minute or not.
I shouldn't care if they what?
Come in at the last minute or not.
I don't particularly care as long as they're not in my way.
Yeah.
If they, you know.
I'm just giving you shit.
Yeah, but I mean, hey man, there's a lot to be said for like driving etiquette. You know, anarchist or not. As an anarchist, I would rely on driving etiquette, or maybe giving dudes like Justin actually like vehicle-mounted turrets. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, somebody's got to take care of the trash. You know, I mean, there's something's got to take the really bad drive. You know, it's like crime, where it's like what is it? It's like, you know, 0.5% of people do like 90% of the crime.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, they just keep getting back out. You know, it's why like vigilante shit. Like you got to be sure, like be fucking sure if you're doing vigilante shit. But it's like, it really is like the best way to solve problems, because like it avoids all the money of court. You don't, there's no like even like chance, well, you know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, they were caught in the fucking act, motherfucker, you know, or like the guy who was stealing a catalytic converter and didn't realize somebody was sleeping in their car, and the person just heard a terrible noise and drove away and ran him over. I'm like, perfect. That's perfect. That's the perfect way for something like that to go down.
I mean, and
wait, did this actually happen? Like, is that
yes, it has happened.
Yes, I remember when the story came out.
They try to steal, and you get
See, that's just natural selection, man. That's
It was a woman, wasn't it? Like she drug him for a little ways.
Oh,
yeah,
God,
yeah,
that
yeah.
would be
She
the
said she felt
worst.
terrible about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
fucking
don't. You
hilarious.
can't even feel bad about that because that's just natural selection.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
dude.
that
I
would
mean,
be
that's,
disgusting on your card, though. I would
But
feel pretty
that's
disgusting.
true.
I would be like, I'm
You
going to
know
sell this car. I'm
you know what
done
the-
with
who's
this
gonna pay
car.
for this detailing?
Yeah, but you know what you do is you sue the family for the detailing because he was underneath your car. You know how they always
Well,
the family always sues
The
like
family of
the dude breaks into the house and rapes 6 people and then they shoot him.
You're right. The
Then the
family of the
family
criminal,
sues them.
aka the victim.
Yeah,
always-
The victim.
That's the proper way to deal with that issue.
Yes, Dag wants a private security force to fuck up bad drivers for him. But Dag is an anarchist so much as anarchy works best if it's ordered and structured.
Oh yeah, you know, I mean naturally.
I'm just giving you.
We don't got
crap,
to get
Dag.
into an argument about definitions here this morning. We're beyond that. We all get it.
This is the kind of anarchy that I'm for. Is whatever this is right here.
That's awesome.
See, they have this over there where Jason is, but it's they do it with kangaroos instead.
Yeah, right. I heard
And you
kangaroos
probably
are
need-
mean.
You probably need full body armor for a kangaroo, honestly. I would be at least wearing a chest plate. Like,
They scratch you up. Yeah, they got
Hey,
nails.
Jason, is it true that kangaroos are super mean?
oh, that's definitely Jay Forte. That's why we don't have him on the show today. He's gotta practice some more.
He's either taking
Yep,
a goat to
that's
the
him.
vet or a son to the hospital. I'm not sure.
Or his kids.
See, this is what I do with our goat Ralphie. I'll go out in the pen, and if he wants to play, like here lately, he hasn't been wanting to headbutt and play as much. He just wants me to like rub him behind his ears and chase him around a little bit. But if he like wants to play and he bucks up on me, then I don't headbutt him, but I get my hand out and like use the butt of my hand, and he'll jump up and ram at me, and I'll pop him and knock him back and grab him and toss him around a little bit. But then that works to everybody else in the family's disadvantage, because like Stephanie or Sean will go out there to feed him, and he decides he wants to play, and he doesn't acknowledge that like there's not a playtime. It's if it's time for him to play, then we gonna play, and then he'll end up like running Sean over. I'm like, dude, you're 6'4", 300 fucking pounds. He's a Nigerian dwarf. He's not even a full size. Like, just knock him the fuck over. Why are you like running, screaming from the? And he got Stephanie in the leg one day, and I felt kind of bad about that. And she wasn't paying attention. She didn't know he was coming for her, and he hit her in the thigh. I mean, he didn't like knock her down or hurt her, but she's like, he hit me. I'm like, well, hit him back.
See, there we go.
Saw a 7-foot roo around me about a year ago. Stared at me, and I made no sudden movements. Golly, yeah,
They're like dog men. The kangaroos, like if you look at it like just from like the waist up, you know, it's like some horrifying dog man or something. You know, then they're kind of silly with the big feet, but they're still obviously terrifying and command respect. But
Like dog man hybrid.
yeah, dude, you guys have seen the video
Like,
of the
almost
one
like a
he
centaur
was like
too,
checking
with
himself
the
out.
legs. Oh yeah, he's like flexing or whatever. Like
Yeah, he was like looking at like his reflection in the window, and it was like the lady filming from inside, and that was just like horrifying, dude. You know, especially if you live somewhere where their kangaroos exist, I guess it just is what it is. But you know, if you just saw that like here, you know, there's not supposed to be kangaroos.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you wouldn't even know it's a kangaroo. The thing was ripped.
I feel like just encountering most of the animals that you see on like Wild Planet stuff from Australia, like anywhere outside of Australia, would be pretty much horrifying. It's like, oh God, what is that? Why? That shouldn't even exist.
Where are platypus is from. Is that Australia? They seem weird enough like they'd be from Australia.
I think those are actually American.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they're Australian. They don't have the accent.
Yeah, I've never heard one talk like that.
No, I would say, look, you don't understand though, Jason. It's that Alabama has to be the meth capital of the world. Okay, this is no question, because if we literally have near where I grew up, they called it Meth Mountain. So
nope, they are from Eastern Australia. They are Australian. I don't know why I thought they were American. Probably because of Perry the Platypus from Phineas and Ferb.
Are you thinking? Yeah, I think you're thinking of beavers. But yeah, Perry. I think you're thinking of beavers, not platypus.
Oh my gosh, Perry the Platypus. Never heard that name in a while.
I've never seen the show, but I have a Perry the Platypus stuffed animal for some reason. It used to live on my toolbox in the shop like 15 years ago, and I put a surgical mask on him for some reason way back then, and I think I still have him sitting on a shelf in my house with the mask.
Fun.
Probably.
That was before the whole mask thing was a thing too.
Oh.
Yeah, it was before any of that. So it was. I ended up with like 100 of them for some reason. I they were in my toolbox, and I was like, why the fuck do I have these? And I put one on the platypus. I thought it was funny. Because surgical masks were just surgical masks back then. I probably made some jokes about it being Asian or something.
God,
that's that. But
racism in 2024 should be a shame.
Yeah, that's pathetic.
Back then, they were the only ones that wore masks for diseases. It was
Unless
probably a
you're
SARS
Jews.
joke. Yeah.
I mean, the argument can be made we need to bring racism up.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm just on Twitter, and to delete it really fast because it's really racist, but I want to get the shit out of my chest because I can't take it no more. But I need white people to really start being white supremacists again. I need you guys to tap into that shit and do it again, please, because this country is out of control. I mean, goddamn, we got little kids thinking that they could be fucking females, and we got black people thinking they built America. This shit is crazy. And honestly, if you guys don't do anything about it, your whole generation is going to be completely. I mean, come on, now you guys are getting killed off right now, and you guys, it seems like you guys are
Killed?
okay with
What's
it.
killed?
The
Like they're wearing skirts?
That's for sure. By Muslims and blacks, it's happening all the time. You see it, and nobody say anything because you can't say nothing bad about a Muslim or a black man, or you can let them rape. Go ahead, let them rape. But don't say anything about being racist. Don't say that, right? You guys need to stop it. Okay. I don't know. I think Alex Jones was right about the whole frog gay shit because white people used to be so strong, and you guys now are really doing a whole word racism. The word racism is killing your whole generation.
In a video like that, you
scared
can't
to
have
be a
the smoke
racist.
detector.
You better be a racist because if you're not, this is going to kill you off.
Like I said,
Basically,
I think somebody
racism
was clever and
means
added that.
the death of white people.
Yeah, that's
'cause
chirping
it's
too frequently.
It's too fast. It's too close together.
Yeah, they
at
weren't
least every 30 seconds.
they weren't spaced out very well, unless it was like 2 different smoke detectors that were going off. There was some
dueling
gap
smoke detectors.
So it's like you got the first smoke detector that's like in the kitchen that goes off, and then you got the second smoke detector in the hallway that goes off like 15 seconds later, and then you get a big gap before the first one goes off. That's possible because there was some gap in there, but I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I have had
That's fair.
some, there was one time like a couple years ago where like I think you guys were even on here when one of them started going off, and I was like, damn it, because then I had to go through all of them because they were all going beep beep beep, and I was like, it's driving me crazy.
Oh yeah, you may as well change them all if one of them is going. How long are they supposed to last? We've been in our house almost 5 years now, and I haven't had to change any smoke detector batteries yet.
It's because they don't work.
You know what? Well, I think they're wired into the house too, though. Now, so maybe they don't use much battery.
Well, if you got them somehow wired, then maybe that.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time I hear a smoke detector, like the batteries start to go out and it chirps, the first time I hear it chirp, I tear that fucking thing down and throw it in the trash. That's it. We're done with smoke. Like that. That is what alerts me to the fact that there is a smoke detector in the house and where it is, and then I go find it and remove it. Like if there's smoke, you better be able to smell that shit and get the fuck out. Like we're not doing beeping shit.
Our smoke
Survival
detectors
of the fittest around
randomly
here.
go off at like 3 a.m. So I pulled them the other day. I pulled them a while ago. I'm like, they suck.
Hey, your sons were up smoking and you didn't know it.
No.
No, Dad, they're just going off. Oh, fuck.
Oh gosh, I remember in college in the dorm rooms when they would like take Walmart sacks and shit and tie them around the smoke detector on the ceiling and try to smoke in their room. Like, dude, just go the fuck outside. Like, why is it necessary?
I want to smoke inside.
That's so stupid. Like, why do you need to smoke in your fucking room? Just go outside. I'll go outside with you. Dumbasses.
Smoking cigarettes?
No. Weed.
No? Okay. Well, that's extra pointless because it's so gross. You know? It's like, just go outside. Smoking weed, like, I get it because it's like, you know, you're cozy and you already got your snacks and you're already halfway through. Ernest goes to jail. And, you know, you don't want to get up and go outside and kill the flow. You know, you just want to light up the rest of that joint. Keep going.
I smoked a pipe in college, or my freshman year. I didn't smoke it past that. I might ought to pick it back up.
Regular tobacco pipe or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, crack pipe.
Well, I didn't know if you meant like
That's
a pipe
Kamala.
for like for weed.
No, Justin doesn't do drugs.
I've never done any drugs ever. I'm the boring one.
Yeah, I did smoke a pipe for a
Alcohol
couple
and
years.
nicotine, it's something.
And cigars.
I know
but can't do them
Antonio
anymore.
Brown's probably done some drugs though, but yeah, I'm at least proud of him for this.
I love you guys. Make all you guys the crackers of the day today. Make some noise for yourself.
I love this. He went into a Trump rally, got a picture with Trump, and then he told everybody they were crackers of the day.
He said what?
He and Le'Veon Bell had the.
All y'all.
He and
crackers
Le'Veon
of the
Bell
day.
had the Trump or the Tramp shirt.
Yeah.
That was badass.
Trump or Tramp? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Versus the Tramp. Well, I didn't see many Kamala flags in Miami. If
You
you guys
did?
can believe that. Saw some Trump flags. No, I didn't see any Kamala stuff. Saw some Trump stuff. Trump
In
flags,
Miami?
cars. Yeah.
See, I would think Miami would be like the
all
place where
all the Cubans in Miami came from fucking actual Cuba and lived under Fidel Castro, and they're like,
Yes.
Kamala's a commie.
I was in the poor part of Miami. Yeah, which means they were Trump supporters. I'm sure if I went to wherever Clyde thinks, whatever Miami is, I'm
I
sure
mean the
there's
strip.
a lot of
I mean,
Kamala.
like the strip down Miami, right?
They're all Cuban. They're
I gotta go. I'll see y'all Wednesday.
Wait.
But yeah, I'm thinking more of like the strip, Dag, I guess, than anything.
Yeah, aren't there a lot of apartments though in Miami? So
yeah,
you can't really put a sign on your lawn there. I was in Miami once. Wasn't like I was there for probably like a day. I don't remember much of it.
Yeah. I've been to Orlando, and I've been to Panama, I've been to Destin. I haven't been to Daytona either, so I've always wanted to go to
Daytona in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I want to go see Daytona 500 one time. But
the area, I mean, it's kind of plain. It's not really a lot going on in Daytona. Downtown really isn't anything special.
Yeah, not really. It's
well, that's
just
why.
beaches.
That's why I go to the track.
Yeah, no,
though.
it's just like it's just Myrtle Beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you've ever been to Myrtle Beach, that's all it is. It's just that. It's that same beach, that same ocean, just further south. Same gift shops, the same pier every couple miles or whatever. You know what I mean? You know,
I wasn't impressed with Myrtle
it's just
Beach.
like there's events. I used to go a lot for Spring Break National car audio show.
Yeah, we always stay in
Say
Ormond
again, what about
Beach,
Myrtle
which
Beach?
is
I said it, people. We went to Myrtle Beach one time, just me and my wife, and I wasn't impressed like at all. Like, of course, we didn't go at the like peak time of the year. It was just like a spring vacation, you know, like we went in like April or something like that. So I didn't expect a lot, but still, I didn't impress me at all. Like, everybody talked about how Myrtle Beach.
No,
is
yeah.
great.
No, it's not like you wouldn't like travel in 3 states to go to. I mean, I guess if you live in some landlocked state, you've never seen the ocean, then sure, like any beach is probably awesome. But otherwise, it's like if you live in the middle of Florida and you want to go to like Daytona, let's say Myrtle Beach, same thing, right? It's like, yeah, it's not like some big getaway. It's just somewhere you can go for pretty cheap, and it's a beach and blah blah blah. You know, there's not a lot of sights to see or anything. It's just, you know, it's beach. Now for Floridians, that coast is like if you surf or something, you got to go on the Atlantic coast. Because that's where you actually have like waves. So, you know, you get people who are like into surfing and stuff. But otherwise, yeah, man, it's just a poor people vacation. You know, it's where we used to go on vacation. Or we go to St. Pete Beach. You know, St. Pete Beach is much nicer though. But still, same thing. There's just a beach and the same stupid gift shops and an ice cream stand and a pier and, you know, it's just a beach. I don't know.
See, I used to think Panama City was the poor people. But then now, like, everything in Panama City is like stupid expensive now compared to what it was.
I've never been to Panama City or Panama.
You should go. It's great. Panama City's great, honestly.
I mean, it's not like the Keys. The Keys are supposed to be pretty nice. If I'm gonna do a rich person vacation, I'm going to like St. Lucia or Hawaii or something. Although I have no interest in going to Hawaii.
It's not a rich person vacation to go to Panama, but like, yeah, it's like if you're poor white trash like I grew up, then yeah, it's a fun vacation.
Yeah.
I just want to I just enjoy hanging out on the deck watching the sunrise on the ocean every morning.
I like watching people be stupid. That's what I like.
See, whenever we're there, there's nobody in that area around this time that we go. So it's usually pretty calm and pretty mellow when we're down there.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer that. But, like, if you're young, that's the other thing about a place like that is if you're, like, 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever, single, you know what I mean? Like, okay, then that's a fun place to go if you go in, like, an event, right? Like spring break or, like, any of the, Daytona every weekend, it's a different convention or something's in town, So sometimes there's shit going on. So if you're, like, young, then, hey, man, that's fucking fun. You go, you get hammered, you might get laid, just like a good 90s movie. It's just, just a pleasant ride.
You're back.
Is it Wednesday already?
Yeah, that was a lot quicker and less painful than what I was expecting it to be.
Oh.
That's what she said.
Is that what your wife said too? Oh, shit.
Today is my court date for my wife's speeding ticket that I incurred because I was the one driving whenever she decided she needed to use the bathroom 25 miles from the nearest rest stop. And I sped across the state of Illinois and happened to top a hill, and there was a sheriff. I was doing 83. He only gave me 79. The nice fella that he was. But anyway, today was my day to appear in court, and obviously I'm not driving back to fucking Illinois to appear in court, so I called to see what I needed to do to take care of the ticket, and it's $170, and it's done. I was not expecting it to be nearly that quick and painless because everything in the fucking state of Indiana is like pulling goddamn teeth. If you get a speeding ticket, you got to go to one court so that you can leave that one and go over to this other building so that they can send you to a different building so that 6 years later you find out your fucking license has been suspended and you didn't even you thought you had already paid the whole $700 fucking dollars to take care of it.
$700 for a ticket?
All told, it ended up costing me $500 over the course of 6 years. Yeah,
I'm with Tag on the Anarchy now.
Yeah. Yeah. The Indiana BMV is you know, I'm already it takes a lot to not be a violent person, and anytime I have to deal with the BMV, it's like, oh. See, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to vote because my license is still my license from our old address, because number one, I still own that property. It's still mine. So this is still technically my address. But number two, I'm not dealing with the fucking BMV to change my fucking license.
You can register to vote online.
Well, that's I was about to do that, and then I was like, well, there's still another 10 minutes. I can jump back on the show.
Oh, I'm glad that Trey jumped in with the "that's what she said," because I was trying to put together like a poop joke, and that was a lot quicker and less painful than I thought it'd be, and I wasn't coming up with anything, and I was starting to get nervous, and then he saved the day there. With the good old standard, that's what she said.
That's what she said is all. You know, it works for almost anything.
Got me out of many a jam.
Yep.
I threw a couple links in the private chat on here.
You know what I always found funny?
If I was gonna say that joke though, Dag, it would just be like, yeah, is that how you felt the last time you took a massive shit?
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't know.
It doesn't hit that hard though. It doesn't hit that hard. That's what she said. Like that's what she had said. Hits a lot harder. No pun intended. Well, actually, pun intended. But.
Well, Justin mentioned like he gave him a little bit of a break on the ticket, you know, and sort of, oh, he's a nice guy. But you guys, like, I don't get pulled over much these days. When I was younger, I get pulled over. That would happen. Like, he'd tell you, oh, I'm going to cut you a break by giving you this or that. And it is almost like such like a weird, like, oh, thanks, buddy. Like, I appreciate that, you know, or I've said for just no reason other than habit and, like, you know, being a nice, polite Southern boy, like, as he's walking back to his car, all right, thank you. Why did I just thank the cop who gave me a ticket? Why the fuck did I just say that? Why did that just come out of my mouth? Like, what the fuck?
Although the one time I got pulled over, I was doing this was back when the freeways were 55. I was doing 90. And I got pulled over, and the cop's like, "I'm gonna give you a seatbelt ticket." And I was like, "What? Wait, I was wearing my seatbelt." And he's like, "Son, I'm giving you a seatbelt ticket, not a reckless driving ticket." I was like 17 or 18. I was like flipping out. I was like, I was wearing my seatbelt.
You're just too dumb to realize when someone's being cool, you know?
He's doing you a favor.
It was an 18-year-old brain, man.
Yeah, that'd be me. I'd be the same shit. Well, because you're already in like a tense, nervous, confrontational situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So your brain's already kind of fucked up whenever you get pulled over.
Yep.
You know, I mean, I'm always a fucking nervous wreck.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I was doing like 5 under from double the speed limit. Like, he could have towed my car.
Damn, when did they change that? Because that was a long time ago. I'm not saying you're old or nothing.
No, I'm old. I think it was the 90s.
No. Really? Was it the 90s? You're talking about like the interstate?
Yeah, it was on 94 coming back from Indiana.
Because I know that they were 55 for a while, but I didn't think it was that. Who's got a computer? Somebody. We got like 3 people sitting in front of a computer here.
I'm looking it up.
Do some production, goddammit.
Sorry,
I like Homer in like debate class when they're like in the 70s. Homer's like, yeah, sure, a few lives will be saved, but millions will be late.
Sorry, I was getting my ballot sent to me so I can go ahead and vote and not have to worry about it.
Oh, okay. I think I heard somewhere like there was a study that showed tonight, like deaths actually went up or something. Like deaths actually went up when they were lowered the speed limit because it just made people drive like slow people.
The limit was increased in 87.
In 87, okay.
87's
in Michigan, it changed in 96. It was 55 in Michigan until 96.
So there's
look at that. We were both right.
So there's this like rural highway back home where I'm from that goes from Paducah, which is like the big city there, to Mayfield, which is another relatively decent sized city there. And the speed limit was 55, and it's a like 4-lane rural highway, but the speed limit was always 55. And a fraternity brother of mine, like every time we would have to go to Paducah from Murray, we'd go through Mayfield and go up that way because it was the shortest route. But then you hit that stretch of road and it's 55 fucking miles an hour. And we always complained about it. Well, one of my fraternity brothers, he did politics the right way. And after we got out of college, a few years later, he got elected to like a commissioner spot and changed the speed limit on that road.
That's awesome.
So now the speed limit is 65 on that road.
They've actually
that night he went home, laid in bed, and died with a smile on his face.
Yep.
His lifelong fucking task was over.
You got some of the speed limits out here that are 75 now, but everybody does 90 anyways. Like, it doesn't matter. Everybody does 90 on all the freeways here.
Oh my gosh, 80-mile-an-hour speed limit in like Wyoming and
Down,
Montana,
like,
South Dakota. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
because like if it's an 80-mile-an-hour speed limit, and if you're not doing 90, you're getting your doors blown off.
that's what she said.
Texas is like some places. Speed limit's like 85 on the fucking interstate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you're driving through, like, just, there's literally nothing.
Yeah.
There.
The craziest thing about the 80-mile-an-hour speed limit was letting Stephanie drive. And around here, she does 80 everywhere. We get out there on the fucking highway where the speed limit is literally 80, and she's doing like 75, driving like she's terrified. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, pull over and let me drive. If you
Did she say she didn't know where she was at, and that's why she was driving slow?
here, like, what is wrong?
That sounds like the woman response.
I didn't know where I was at, so I was driving slow.
Well, and she was in my truck, so she was like, my truck like intimidates her. She's like scared to drive it. I'm like, this is a fucking tank. Like, this is the thing you don't have to worry about hitting people doing 80 in. Like, you drive a little car and you do 80 down like country ass back roads. Like, why can't you take my tank and do 80 out here on an open highway where there's nothing between you and the horizon but road? Like, just fucking drive. Oh God, doesn't make any sense. I love her though. She's. I gotta put up with a crazy person for the rest of my life. She's the one I want, because the last one, oh God, that was a. Never mind.
It's okay, Justin. You know, all of us have our moments where we're retarded.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.